フォーエバースーパー戦隊、ゼニスマン。
On June 26th, Saturday, the Zenithman with Liva and Suito returned to Nostalgia World to continue their time on summer festivities while passing the time to watch the circus that has come to Nostal City by night, as Azaji loved seeing the circus when he was little with and without his parents due to working at their own rescue service jobs, so his grandma took him to see those fantastic performances, and now that he is older as a security man, he can watch the circus while maintaining peace and safety of Nostalgia World. Just then, they hear a commotion from the two hotels where the circus performers are staying, witnessing a gymnastic woman from Spain berating an African man. After Suito leaves to avoid the drama, the Zenithman and Liva went out to calm down the performers to ask them what happened. The woman named Chia explains that African man named Taelk of Kenya stole her hula hoops when she was asleep, but Taelk talks back that Chia stole his juggling balls when he was asleep, causing the two circus performers to continue their argument until Azaji manages to stop this conflict by saying he and his friends will solve this mystery of who really stole the two circus equipments. Splitting up to look for clues, Azaji tasks Masaya and Garan to investigate inside Taelk's hotel, Hyan and Tiara in Chia's hotel, while he and Liva investigate the circus stand to make sure if the equipment were really there before the crisis started. While Liva sniffs for any footprints that lead to the missing equipment, the two hear a voice coming from the dressing room, prompting them to break in to find a young man there, who answers that he didn't steal the equipment, but he is searching for those objects to stop the conflict that he heard. Introducing himself as Murata, the two greet Murata until they're attacked by the Morries. Azaji uses the Tukja ring to transform into Tukforg while Liva using the Boon Boomja ring to change into Boon Orange to take down the Morries. As the Green and Orange Ranger themselves, Hikari and Genba act in their detective persona that the mystery will be solved before the circus begins. Destroying the grunts with the Tunnel Axe and Boon Boom Change Axe mode collab finishers. After saying goodbye to Murata, Azaji and Liva regroup with the others to explain about the investigation that Murata isn't responsible for taking the equipment. The four Zenithman didn't get clues as to where the equipment was as the performers and guests at the two hotels were fully asleep for the crime to occur. Tiara reminds that this mystery is harder than the one she solved involving the disappearances of her friends, Kyoryu, Bang and Diane. Masaya leaves the gang to check up on Suito to get ready for the circus. As the five then hear another commotion, this time a lot of the performers from different countries arguing one to another for stealing their own circus equipment, resulting Hyan to leave with Liva joining in by their side for a quiet time. Later by evening at Nostalgia World with the circus starting in an hour, Taelk and Chia are still in an argument which Azaji is having a hard time to deal with. Everyone is gathered at the theme park to watch the circus until it is attacked by the Morries acting like a biker gang who are led by Malastera and Bozak from Karanger, while getting the innocents to safety. The Zenithman found out that the enemies are wielding the circus equipment that were stolen from the performers, as the two villains explained that they stole the equipment for the Jaakumon and Zyudenchi's entertainment of their own show for destruction while seeing the performers getting into a huge conflict over stealing. This makes Azaji angry to explain to the Jaakumon that creating a conflict breaks the friendship connection of people from around the world born from race, and he won't forgive that Jaakumon for breaking that connection, revealing his wish of every race to get along forever and always. Finding out that although the reset Earth they lived on does contain a lot of happiness, there are conflicts between races outside of Nostal City that result in police brutality which he didn't like. The Zenithman then transformed with Liva transforming into Gozi Unicorn to battle the Earth Knight, Bozakman and the Morries, however getting beaten by those motorcycle gang. Seeing the battle for themselves, finding out the one responsible for stealing the juggling balls and hula hoops respectively, Taelk and Chia apologized to each other and were reminded about the golden rings they found at their own countries, as they throw those rings for the weakened Harmony Sentai to use, number 6 and number 37 Sentai rings. As the team thanked the two, Liva uses the Kyoryu ring to transform herself into Kyoryu Cyan, Ramirez's version. making Kyoryu Gold depressed that he didn't get chosen, as Liva says he'll get the chance next time, while 5 getting possessed, transforming by those 5 dinosaur rangers to defeat the Morries. Later Izagi uses the Goggle V-Ring to summon the 6th Sentai's gymnastic weapons, with Kyoryu Cyan's Spirit Hammer, to weaken Malastera and Zyudenchi. After freeing the Zoltarian out of the Jaakumon's body, Izagi reverts back to his original form to finish the job by throwing both the Goggle Golden Spear and Kentros Piker at the unmovable Jaakumon to its defeat, calling the collab finisher Zuden Goggle Brave Finish, resulting in Malastera to retreat for the day. However, the Akamagic power mechas of Bozak, Sky King, Marine Zaboon, and Lance Azun have arrived, piloted by the combatant Wanpers to destroy the circus in Nostalgia World. However, the Zenithman summoned the Kyoryu's normal form later to Macho and Goggle Robot to weaken the 3 robots before finish them off with the Macho Brave Finish and Electron Galaxy Cut finishers, restoring the theme park and the circus, including brainwashing everyone's memories of the raid, returning the circus equipment back to their owners. Before the team head to the tent to watch the circus, the Zenithman get contacted by Konpei Kuroda and Futoshi Kajima, Goggle Black and Yellow, via the number 6 ring, who thanks them to protect good entertainment and connection of the people from falling into the wrong hands. Before Daigo Kurin, Ian Yorkland, Amy Yakuhuzaki and Ramirez, Kyoryu Red, Black, Pink and Kirin, add in from the number 37 ring that collabing with gymnastics is an awesome brave to feel like a carnival. After that, the Zenithman reunite with the returning Suito to watch the circus. Now that Tail Genshi's conflict is over, this story ends with Garan coming home from the circus to look at the calendar with a sigh that next week, July 2nd Friday, will be the day that will change his family company, Sogo Motor Corporation, towards the future.